Hello class, have you ever heard of a lap loom? Well, lap looms are for weaving, and weaving is for making cloth. Today, most weaving's done by machines or computers, and it makes things like your clothing, jeans, upholstery on furniture, and blankets. But weaving by hand has a long history across cultures and time, very diverse history. Did you know that evidence shows that the Egyptians were accomplished weavers even 5,000 years BC? And here in the United States, in the Southeast, 1,000 years ago, the Navajo were weavers. And before the Industrial Revolution, the settlers weaved. And here in Appalachia, people weaved cloth for blankets and clothing. Then in the 1970s, because weaving had traditionally been women's work, many feminist artists like Judy Chicago reclaimed weaving and used it in the fine arts. So you can look up any of those things and find pictures of the big looms. And it's just very rich and diverse history, very interesting history. And a lot of people like weaving because it connects them to the past in that way. So we're gonna learn how to weave on our lap loom. These vertical threads are called the warp. And what we're gonna weave horizontally is called the weft. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat and we're gonna use a paper clip to thread our needle because it makes it a lot easier, all right? And we're starting with a thread about this long. And we're just going to put our yarn through the paper clip and then put the paper clip through the eye of the needle. We're gonna tie a quick little knot here. Okay, just like that. And these little bookmarkers just remind us to stay within the parameters so that we can cut it off and do our finishing work when we're done weaving. So it doesn't really matter whether you start under or over, but that's the pattern. There are other patterns, but this is the most simple. I'm just going under and over, under, over, under, over, under, and over, okay? Then I'm just gonna pull it through and leave a tail about that long for our finishing work. That's really important. I'm going to use my comb and I'm just going to go to my little bookmark. Now you can see that my last thread went under, sorry, didn't see that one, over this warp. So this time going back through, I'm going to begin under. I'm going to do the opposite that I did last time. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, all the way across. I'm gonna pull it through and I'm just gonna pull it snug, all right? I don't wanna pull it too tight because that'll give me kind of an hourglass here. And then I'm gonna comb it down and you can already see I'm starting to get a weaving pattern. Now again, looking, this last one I went over, so coming back, I'm gonna start under, doing the opposite each time that I did last time. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I run out of thread and it'll be time to change colors. And eventually this is gonna start to form cloth, like this. And this one is not finished, but we'll do the finishing work on all these tails, but you can change colors and you can see that it actually makes cloth. So I know you're gonna enjoy weaving and I can't wait to see you in class. Thanks for watching.